That's an old intro, how weird. Anyways, what's up? Obviously this is a new video and you know by the title that this is gonna be like a Halloween spooky kind of thing. If you follow me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram if you're not. But if you do follow me, you know that I do fun like Halloween looks, and they're actually have a pinned story on my profile and it says like Halloween looks, so you can click through that if you're curious of like some of the things that I've done. But instead of doing like multiple different looks throughout October, because it's obviously too late for that, Halloween is on Wednesday, I think, I decided to do this video because I thought it was kind of cool and I've never seen it done before. I'm sure it exists, but I've just never seen it. So, as you know by the title, it's basically just going to be a skull makeup tutorial, but in 3 different ways. Starting from like the easiest, laziest, like most last minute, like I need to be out the door in 5 minutes. And then it's going to get like kind of intermediate, so kind of like easier to do, but takes some more time, you know, kind of thing. And then probably like the most advanced, like really take your time, really have something cool going on. So it's kind of like a little something for everybody and just fun to watch, hopefully, in general. So if you're curious about it or you just want to see how the looks are created and how they turned out, you can keep watching. Alright, so the first look that we're going to do is literally so easy. All you need is like white face paint. You can even use like a white liquid lip or white, like literally anything. So this is like my mirror, by the way, so I'm sorry if it like bothers you that it's in frame. But that's just, it's just going to be there, so. The face paint that I'm going to be using is this Ben Nye. I've had this for so long, but it has like red, black, and white, and it just looks like that. You can literally use anything, and then I'm using this like tiny little paintbrush. I also decided that just for time's sake, I'm not going to be including like any of my face makeup in any of these, so it's literally just going to be like the Halloween aspect of it. So I am doing this over a full face of regular makeup. That's just kind of like your own preference. So I'm going to start by sketching out like the general shape of the skull. So I'm going to take it from here, and then you're going to open it up to where the teeth would be. Alright, so we have this general shape down. Now I'm going to fill in the nose part. You're literally just going to make like 2 triangles and then like 3 balls. Next we're going to start drawing in the teeth. So essentially, we're gonna start doing it along the line that we drew. So I'm just gonna kind of like smudge that out so it's not as noticeable. We're just gonna kind of use it as a guide, and that's why it's kind of good to use like the face paint, because it is very like easy to like work with. Okay, so basically you're gonna follow that line and just start creating teeth, kind of like smoking it up towards this line that you have here. So this line is it's basically like disappearing because you want that to look blank, like that's like where the teeth are gonna meet, if that makes sense. You can just follow along, you'll get the gist.
To the pumpkin song. In this town, don't we love it now? Everybody's waiting for the next surprise. Skeleton Jack might catch you in the back and scream like a banshee, make you jump out of your skin. This is Halloween.
Alright, so this is what we got going on right now. It already looks fine, but now we're gonna start adding like a little bit more shadows. So you can definitely leave it here if you want, but I'm just gonna take it up like a notch or 2. So I'm basically just gonna be like cleaning up this line, adding some shadow here. So you're basically just gonna like make it thicker and then kind of like smoke it out with your finger, kind of like that, and just like keep going everywhere, and then we'll add like some detail work just to like make it work.
Jack is king of the pumpkin patch. Everyone hail to the pumpkin king. Now this is Halloween, this is Halloween, 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 Halloween,
Okay, so this is literally it. This is the whole thing. So very simple, very like easy, and it's kind of good if you like don't want to look crazy, like you still want to look cute for your pictures and stuff like that. So this is the whole thing, and now we can move on to the next skull. Okay, so this next one is, like I said, going to be more advanced. So this one requires like some eyeshadow and like still continuing with the white. So you can use any color you want. So if you want to get fancy, you can do like green or blue or pink or anything like that. But I'm going to use some browns because I think it'll look really cool and smoky. So for the browns, I'm going to be using this palette. This is the Urban Decay Born to Run. I've used this in a couple tutorials on my channel and I'm just like obsessed with it. Let's start with the face. I'm going to carve it out like the shape with the same white that I used before because like I said, it's really easy to wipe away, but I do need to like carve out right here, and I'm just looking at a picture of a skull for reference, so if you see me looking down, that is why. Okay, so we are gonna have the same shape as before, so just carving out that, but this time we're not going to connect it to the mouth. We're gonna leave it down, so we're pretty much just like hollowing out the cheekbones on the side. For this, you can really just like follow your natural cheekbone. I'm just kind of tapping that out so it's not super harsh, but as you can see, there's the line. I'm just going to go ahead and do it on the other side and then carve out the rest of my face. Alright, next I'm going to draw in the teeth. So we're keeping the teeth only on where your lips are. So same technique as before. Just make it round and then kind of flick it up to be like kind of smudged out a little bit.
skeletons and shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul, seal your doom tonight. Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul, seal your doom tonight. Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine.
Going on, I'm gonna start doing the shading around here. So I'm gonna go in with Riff. It's this light brown color, and I'm gonna start shading up here and carving out the cheekbone. And then later we're gonna go in with like a more, because this is a very fluffy brush, but I'm gonna use a more precise brush to do on the nose in that light brown color. So only doing with the light brown, we're gonna start the shading.
Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul, seal your doom tonight.
Trapping out the bando. Hey, 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 hey.
Obviously y'all saw me do this. It is like a little patchy, but I'm gonna leave it for now and like clean it up later. But now we're gonna do like the eye makeup. I probably should take off my lashes before doing this, but I'm kind of lazy and I don't want to do that. So we're just gonna be doing like a brown smoky eye. I'm just gonna use the same brushes that I was using before, and I'm gonna try and like wing it out in the corners. So I'll like talk y'all through that Eyes are done. They actually look really good. I'm really happy with them, and like I feel like the look is really coming together. So the last thing that we're going to be doing is all of the like final dark shading. Right, so I'm going to use this like little tiny flat brush to start the shading in between the teeth. You're basically just going to be taking this same color and just going in between the teeth and like flicking up the shade to create like some dimension. Alright, that's how I'm gonna leave the teeth. Now we're gonna do the final shading along the jaw and like up on here. So I'm just gonna use this like really tapered, it's very thin, but it's very fluffy too. And I'm gonna go into that good is gone and keep it really close to like the edge of it, and just really like smoke it out, make the like hollows look like three-dimensional. So we got this going on. I'm gonna start to create the highlights on my face, and for that I'm gonna be using this Revolution HD contour palette, and I'm gonna be going into this really pale shade and start putting it here, and then I'll put some highlight over it to like really make it pop. Okay, and that is the completed skeleton. Just get one final look at it. Really soft glam. Like I said, you can do any color you want and just do the same color palette, smoky eye, and it just looks so good. I'm so happy with how it turned out, and we'll go ahead and move on to the next look. Okay, hello. This is the third look, obviously. I already went ahead and did this eye. It's just a black smoky eye, like it's nothing special, and I did like this whole half very glam for this next skull that we're doing. So let's just get into it because I'm losing daylight. So for this look, we are going to be painting like your entire side of your face white. So you're going to need that white face paint again, and then start shading in like some black around the edges. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Alright, now into the black face paint to create the shadows. But the first thing I'm going to do is take a really tiny brush and start like tracing where the black is going to go. Because that'll help you like fill it in so you don't have to just like eyeball it with a really big brush. So all of that is on, and I set it with a black eyeshadow. I just used the James Charles one. And now I'm going to start doing the detail work like with the teeth, and then kind of do the shadowing after that. But I'm going to start with just the teeth. Alright, now I'm going to go into this tiny detail brush, and I'm going to start doing like the shading. I'm going to start with like a grayish color and then work my way into a black color. The last thing we're going to do is add some glitter. I am going to be using this Pixie by Petra glitter. I'm gonna put it on my inner corner here just to kind of tie it together, and then also right there just because it's like fun. And then we're gonna dab it along the eye here, and then on the inner corner as well. Just kind of adding glitter wherever I feel like it. Mostly around the eye black area, but also kind of, like I said, inner corner, and then I put some along here. Alright, so I got really distracted taking photos, and it is dark outside now, so sorry about the echo, but I'm in my bathroom so y'all can actually see me for the end of this video in like good-ish lighting. Basically, yeah, this is the end of the video. I really hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that it was cool to watch, or that you recreate any of these. If you do, you can tag me if you want. That would be really cool. And all of my socials are linked down below if you do want to do that. And you can like follow them too, like if you want. Anyways, like I said, that's it. That's all I have to say. So if you like this video, you can give it a thumbs up, and you can subscribe if you're feeling extra nice, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.